Okay, hi.
Yeah.
So, my name is
Boxy.
Boxy. Hello, welcome back to not a reaction video. Would you believe it? So, as some of you know, I'm about to go to a concert today to watch Architect, Spirit Box, and Loath. And I have some time to kill, so I thought that since I'm gonna be a bit busy forwards, I might just get this video out of the way. Or I might just do this video now so that I can work on it whenever I have time. So, as I've been talking about a bit recently, I made a tier list, or we will be making a tier list where I am gonna be talking about every song that I've listened to from Animate. So kind of like, you don't need to look at it as a tier list. You could look at it as a review and you can just fully ignore the tier list. But I think that the tier list part is fun. Also, I'm the only one to do it. That's why. Invent animate, more like invent new videos. I'm sorry. So let's start with the first song on the album, which is Absence Persistent. And where would I put Absence Persistent? But of course, before I do any of that, y'all already know there's not a single bad song. So there won't be anything down in the C or D tier. Just a little heads up. So for starters, Absence Persistent, the first song on the album, truly, in my opinion, it's an A plus. It's like top of the A tier. Because it has everything that makes a song good in my eyes, but it doesn't really like fully reach where I want it to be. Kind of, I needed something a little extra for it to be able to be an S tier song. However, the breakdowns are fantastic. The guitar work, the singing, everything on this song is great. And it's absolutely an insane way of starting a fucking goated album. There's no question about it. This is one of the greatest starts to an album, or it sets the mood really well for the album. But the album is unexpected though, so does it really set the mood? I mean, I think it does. Instrumentally, it really does set the mood. Y'all already know where the next one is going though. Next one up, the second song on the album, Shade Astray. And there is no fucking question where this one is going. This one is easily going on the top. I honestly think that Shade Astray is one of the best songs of the century. I'm not even kidding. I've listened to this song so many times now. It's ridiculous. The way I just float through space when I'm listening to this song and when I'm like bopping to the syncopations of the chorus, there's nothing like it. I don't think there's anything like it. Just not to be biased and obviously put everything on A and S tier, I'm going to be very harsh on my opinions. So there won't be that many songs on the S tier. Well, I mean, there will be songs on the S tier. You can probably guess which ones it will be. But Shade Astray, hands down, one of the best songs I've ever heard. This one was the one that really sold me when it comes to listening to Invent Animate, because I used to listen to them back in the day when they had like Invent, Animate. And so it just, I don't know. Like, the other songs I heard before Shade were obviously really cool, and I was like, this is fun. But when I heard Shade Astray, that completely changed for me, because then I was like, I am so on board. I am so down if I can get songs like this from a band, because I don't feel like there are many metalcore bands doing this, the thal metalcore thingy. If I was to say which type of metalcore is my favorite, I mean, there's no question about it. Look at me, I'm emo as fuck. I love the emo shit. Drop C is my favorite tuning, but this is a close fucking second, I'm letting you know. Because I do love the heavies and the breakdowns and the rhythms and the singing. His singing, I don't know who, or I don't know if it was Marcus that crafted it, the vocal melodies, but whoever did that shit, I applaud you. And I owe you, I don't know, 50 coins or something. Moving on to the third song on the album, the one I the one I didn't pronounce right, Labyrinthine, I think. Keep in mind, English is my third language, so some words are a bit difficult. But where would I put this song? I'm gonna be real, I haven't really listened to it much post reaction. I mean, I've listened to it a couple of times now. I've been trying to listen to the full album, forming opinions for this video specifically. As much as it's good, it really feels like the third song on the album. Does that make sense? Because I feel like usually when an album kicks off really, really well, the first or the second song are usually the ones that absolutely slap, right? And so when it comes to the third one, they tend to kind of slow it down a bit. But this band didn't, of course. This band kept it heavy and everything. I mean, it's good. It's one of the more forgettable ones. And that's not saying that the song is bad whatsoever, because it's not. It's just you have other songs outshining the shit out of this one. But it's a good one. I really, really like this one. So, for that, I'm going to be putting it in the A tier for now. Okay. I need to put this down for a fucking second. I just cannot comprehend how this was the song I originally heard of Invent Animate like last year. When people were reacting to it, I saw like fucking everyone reacting to it. And I gave it a shot. I didn't like the 4 on the floor originally. And when the calm indie part came in, I was like, this is fucking ass, bro. What the fuck? How is this like revolutionary? I've eaten up my fucking words, because this is also one of the best fucking songs of the century. I don't even care. Without a Whisper and Shade of Stray are just immense, dude. If your album has those 2 songs on it, it's by default challenges the album of the year. Like, for real. Obviously, the lyrics are sad. I mean, they're not really sad, but the theme of it is sad. And there's something really pretty about the music video now. All the flowers, because flowers are kind of a sign of life. I don't know, it feels like this was the song that fully like convinced me that this album is incredible, because it wakes up feelings in me, and I cannot remember last time I like got emotional by the music. But this really does it for me. Not, I think that they've made the perfect song. I don't think it can be done again, something like this, because this is so unique. I also feel like this song is a amazing gateway song for everyone that's kind of like, oh, I don't know, I don't really like heavy music that much, but Invent Animate sounds fucking sick. Who should I check out? Then you absolutely, without a hesitation, you say Without a Whisper, because that one for sure is a song that everyone can get into, and it isn't like stupid heavy. It is stupid heavy, but it isn't one of the other songs we're gonna talk about a bit later. So I would place Without a Whisper on the S tier. I mean, there's no question about it. You expected this, I think. I don't know if Without a Whisper is better than Shade of Stray, though. Like, Without a Whisper is more of an experimental song that ended up being really, really fucking good. So, I'm not sure. Maybe it'll change. I don't know for now. Moving on, we got False Meridian, and this one is a fucking banger, dude. I have 4 or 5 songs on rotation. Like, they're on my on repeat on Spotify, because that's like the only songs I listen to, and this one is one of them. Now, False Meridian is not an S tier song. You wouldn't fucking believe that, would you? I think this song is a high A+ tier. Because if we compare it to Absence Persistent and Labyrinthine, I think this one is by far the best one out of these 3. But it's not as good as Without a Whisper or Shade of Stray. You cannot talk about False Meridian without talking about the breakdown, because the breakdown is fucking ridiculous. I in my video, I had to pause because I was overwhelmed by like how much was happening and how the buildup was made. Because the buildup was intense and the release was even worse. I mean, the even better. Do you know what I mean? Not worse. So for sure, I do be listening to this one. But the thing that makes this song stand out the most is for sure the breakdown, and that's why it's gonna stay at A, but like high A. It is one of the best songs on the album. It's just I feel like the breakdown overshadows the rest of the song in a way, sorta. So let's put this in front of all of these. Now, what's next? Right, the song I missed. So if you haven't seen my Getting Into series, you can go on my channel and you can look at me listen to every single song of this album and more, as you can tell. But this one I didn't do, which is kind of a blessing and a curse, because considering the song, there isn't much content to talk about. There aren't like really standout moments. The song is beautiful. It's such a well-made, calming song right before you fucking die, right? And I mean, I don't know. When Marcus sings on this song, it's just very calming. He has a very calming voice and also a very aggressive voice, which is very good when it comes to metalcore. But I really liked it. I did like it, but I'm not gonna be playing it again. Because I don't really like slow music. I once checked like some statistics on what kind of music I listen to on Spotify, and 85% of it is energetic, so which kind of makes sense for why I wouldn't listen to the song again. However, do I recognize a good song? I absolutely do. This song for sure is high A tier, there's no question. I mean, I haven't tried sleeping to this song, but I could, but I just kind of don't want to sleep when I'm listening to Invent Animate, you know. Fuck it. We're putting this above Labyrinthine, I think, because I think that Absence Persistent is a better song. Okay, moving on. It is time. It is time to feel like you are enough, because this song made me feel like I'm enough, and that was great. Immolation and Night. What can I say? One of the heaviest songs I've ever heard. And I've heard heavy. I mean, I like Humanity's Last Breath, for anyone asking if I do. The fucking Swedes, bro. Anyways, I feel like the video of False Meridian and Immolation of Night that I did is the one that captures my feelings the best throughout this journey, because I had so much fun with that video. I was sweating like crazy, dude. Like, what, 10 seconds in headbanging, I was like, shit, I gotta take off my fucking clothes because I'm warm. So I mean, there's no question about it, this is one of the best songs I've ever heard as well. Like, this song now so far on my ranking has 3 songs that are like top tier revolutionary metalcore, which are gonna be classics in like 5 years. People are gonna look back at this and be like, shit, this is what fucking did it for me. So Immolation of Night, S tier, no question. But where on the S tier? Is it a better song than is it a better song than Shade Astray or Without a Whisper? In its own sense, yes. I think heavy wise, obviously, because this is the heaviest fucking song on the album, it's the best song. I don't think that there are any heavy moments that can compete to this song. But no, I feel like every song is like a standalone S tier. I don't feel like you can compare these two songs. However, the song on top of my On Repeat is Shade Astray, so we'll stick to this order. Now, what do we have next? Purity Weeps. And I'm not gonna lie, it's really difficult to keep someone's attention after they've heard Immolation of Night. So, like, the pacing wise, this album is fantastic. This album paces it really well. It's just everything feels a bit more lacking after you've heard such an ending to such a heavy song with a fantastic music video as well, might I add. However, even though it cannot compete with Immolation of Night, it's a fucking banging song, that's for sure. I don't come back to this much, and I don't really know. It's probably the chorus. The chorus doesn't fully hit for me, and I don't know if you can tell, but I'm a pretty chorus heavy person. Honestly, because I don't really think much about the song, I don't really have that many opinions, but the riffs are bouncy as hell. That must be said. The riffs are incredibly bouncy. The breakdowns are sick. I like how the song is structured. It sounds well flowing. So we're just gonna give this an A tier, actually. Straight down the middle. I think this might be a better song than Absence Persistent, actually. Okay, and now I'm excited. We're gonna be talking about Void Surfacing, and what makes Void Surfacing so good. I don't know. I just really like this song. This one is also on my On Repeat, and I think this song is an S tier metalcore song. It has everything a song could want or could need. Now that we just went through Purity Weeps and we're on this one, the chorus on this one is stupid. We're gonna be putting that on S tier. How long have I been going on for? 20 minutes. Damn. Next one, Emberglow. I remember I said this one was my least favorite. I can't really explain why. It just doesn't hit. It has good parts, as I was saying on my video. This song could be someone's best because it's an incredibly good song. It just wasn't for me. So I'm gonna be putting this one for the first time, the one song that made me kind of be like, Emberglow, you're going on B tier, but let me state it again. B tier is very good. Yes, there's nothing here below C tier. Don't worry. Oh fuck, I have to go soon. Damn. Okay, we're gonna hurry up with the rest now. Elysium next. I don't know, dude. The start of it is kind of slow for me. I think that it's kind of slow. But with the breakdown and how it picks up, and of course, the finishing chorus, or I mean the finish, like when we get to the end and he starts fucking pitch screaming like crazy, it's incredible. I feel like this song could have been S tier for me, but it isn't, because my problem with the last two songs is that they felt really like ending songs, and to be honest, I didn't want this album to end ever. So I'm gonna be putting this on an A tier. And I think since this one is one of the songs I don't come back to that much, I'm gonna put it above Reverie. Oh, might that be a hot take? I don't know. You guys said you like me for being honest, so I'm sticking to it. Now that we finished the album, I actually decided to add in the other songs I've listened to, including the EP, so that we can also rank those to kind of wrap up the experience before I start doing grade view videos at some point, right? Where do I place Heavener? I am not sure. It's one of the calmer songs, and it's a good song. I just don't feel like it is as good as some songs on the album. I do think it's a good song. So for sure it's gonna go on A tier. But probably on the low part of the A tier. As I said earlier, like I love songs with a lot of energy, and this song didn't really have that much energy. Still enjoyed it, but it isn't something I come back to that much. And the next one is Sleepless Deathbed. Oh, the one that made you watch my videos. If you watch my Sleepless Deathbed reaction, of course. The first that opened my eyes to Invent Animate. I don't know, this song is good. And because when I first started listening to Invent Animate, I didn't really know how to feel about the songs. I knew they were complicated, whatever, and difficult to pay attention to breakdowns at some points. But this one surprised me, and I enjoyed it. And I've been coming back to it more recently, which is really nice. But the others outshine it like crazy. So I'm gonna put Sleepless Deathbed as an A tier, but I'm gonna be putting it above Purity Weeps, so kind of like an A+ tier, because I think this song is really, really, really good, and it gave me one of my greatest experiences. Now, finally, the EP you've been asking me to check out, and unluckily, during this filming, shit happened. My phone fell down, and because my phone fell down twice on my computer, it took away the fun out of making the video. So I just want to stress that even though I'm more critical on the songs now, post listening to them, it doesn't mean that my reactions are fake or anything. I do enjoy the reactions I do, and I do, like, when I do reactions, I don't like to think about the song as a whole. I like to react to exactly what I'm listening to now, which is kind of why I need some time to form opinions after listening to songs. I don't know. Some songs are just paced in a way that it makes it hard for me to pay attention, at least. But I'm gonna give this a, like, we're gonna put it here. So yeah, actually, let me know what you think about this tier list. What would you change and why? Again, I don't know when I'll be doing reactions, but next reaction will not be Invent Animate, it will be somebody else. And we'll be cooking though, don't worry. I'll be consistent and I'll be here still. I think we got a good community going. I don't know what I should call you, fucking denial gang. Also, I was asked, what are you denying, in my comments, and I didn't really have a good response, so I said doing another album reaction, haha. The reason behind my name is just because if you just change the letters, it becomes denial, right? But as Denial Boy, I want to deny bad vibes on this channel. We're here to hang out, right? Only good vibes. I'm denying bad vibes. So, well, leave a comment, subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.